Fantastic home form for the Crown, rolling at Bank of America Stadium.
You love to see it. It's a celebration you can only get inside of Bank of America Stadium. The Crown keeping their winning streak at home alive after a nail-biter of a match against Toronto FC. The voice of Charlotte FC, good friend of the show, Willie P, joining us. It's always better joining us after a 3 at home, isn't it, Willie?
It's always good to join you, Julian, but especially good after not only a victory, but a thrilling victory at that over Toronto FC.
Okay, so let's break it down. Let's get right into it. First half, obviously, we're up 1-0. Then Toronto, they make a little change there. I was impressed by the way the squad adjusted, and then we saw the fight from this group. But what were your takeaways from the match?
Yeah, it was a topsy-turvy game, probably one of the more topsy-turvy games we've ever seen at home, Julian, just because of the fact that it seemed like the Crown had a lot of momentum gained by that Kelvin Vargas goal in the 39th minute, but then Toronto was up for the fight in the second half. An immediate substitution and change of the system from John Herdman. Prince Owusu gets 2 equalizing goals after Charlotte FC got one back with Liel Abada in the 70th minute. But something that's been emblematic of this team is that, you know, they definitely have that fight in them. I think that's something that we've definitely seen over the course of this season. Hasn't always panned out from the results standpoint, but that was one that Charlotte FC really felt they needed to have. And you got to love it for 2 guys who scored in Kelvin Vargas and Patrick Agyemang. Agyemang had a rough week last week against New England. He gets that very much needed relief from that. And also Kelvin Vargas, somebody who I think ended 2023 about as good as anybody on Charlotte FC, had the unfortunate penalty miss in the opening game against New York. Hasn't looked right since then until last weekend. So I think it's really great to see those 2 guys get off the schneid, as well as Liel Abada getting his first MLS goal as well.
Liel Abada getting his first goal, and obviously, you know, a good celebration there, earned himself a card. But you know what? It's worth it. Talk to me about this. So as you're watching Liel Abada get more comfortable working with Capetti and some other guys there, how are you judging his ability to assimilate with the team, work with Dean, work with the guys?
Well, he had the ball in the net twice on Saturday, and I would argue that the other one should have counted too, but no matter there.
So
the fact that Charles got the win is okay with me, but I just think he's somebody who can provide that instant impact and be an offensive creator and also create for others. That's the thing that I think you get when you pay, you know, the $7.5–8 million to get a guy in here like that, is that you get that ability to not only find dangerous areas, find the ball. That's the other thing too, is that he's always around the ball, which is something that's incredibly great to see. And I also love that just he's got great composure in the moment, and he doesn't miss the target very much too. There was the one shot he had against New England where he made the keeper make a save, Henry Gravas. There's so many different things that are part of his game that are just so high quality, and I can't wait to see what more he does with this team.
Willie, I want to ask you, as far as Charlotte FC so far under Dean, some people who may not be familiar with how we've been performing this season, they look at us, we're sitting, if playoffs were to start today, we'd be in there. What should they take away that's different with this year's team versus years prior?
I hate to say something so subjective, but it's the vibes. The vibes is very, very different. And I think that's the part that, you know, Jess mentioned on our broadcast Saturday, and I definitely agree with. It feels different. I know the record 3-3-1 might not sound impressive, but there's a congested bunch right now of really all the MLS teams right now. I think first place has 15 points. Charlotte FC with the win gets to 11, so they're only 4 points out of first technically. So there's definitely a lot to be gained by the early portion of this season, and the fact that they perform so well at home. They've now won, Julian, 13, or they've not won, but they've been unbeaten in 13 consecutive games, dating back to last year at home. And I think 21 consecutive also, 20 out of 21, I should say, have come without a loss as well. So it's very much a thing where you look at them and say they can be very much a dangerous team at home, especially with 5 of the next 7 contests coming here at Bank of America Stadium.
There you go. And look, we got Minnesota up next. And Willie, why don't you say we'll just set a date, same time next Monday. Let's talk about another 3 points. Sound good?
I'm ready, Julian. Thank you.